Good evening everybody, welcome back to the horse racing enthusiast who isn't very enthusiastic at all. I'm going to combine the results and tomorrow's tips on this video, so we'll do today's results first. Right, that's today's results done. Right, let's move on now to, that's today's results done. What can I say, really? Anyway, by and by. So, been racking my brains all day. When I look at the races, when I've been looking at the races I've done today, the 4 races, there's too many, is it exposed or unexposed horses in there, too many 3-year-olds, too many who haven't had a win, and trying to put up my horses against exposed or unexposed or exposed, whatever it is, exposed horses, 3-year-olds mainly, isn't it? I'm just not competing with them. So I've gone through yesterday's and today's races, and I've looked at the races that maybe I should have left alone because there was too many 3-year-olds in, or there wasn't winners in there, that, you know, horses that hadn't had a win, and realistically wouldn't have backed much at all. So moving forward through the rest of this month, any races where there isn't something that qualifies at all, I'm excluding them races. So when I'm grading, and if there's a race where there's an unexposed or an exposed horse, a 3-year-old, and it hasn't had a winner, then I'm just leaving that race alone completely. Now I've gone through 4 meetings for tomorrow, 5 meetings for tomorrow, 3 on the flat, 2 on the national hunt. I've managed to get 1 horse from the flat where there is something, they've had a win. Every horse has had at least 1 win, so they've got an official rating from a win. And that horse tomorrow in the 6th, so this is now tomorrow's tips for the 16th of October. Chelmsford 6:15, Revolutionise, it's round about 5 to 1. No, it is not. Oh God. Just bear with me. Revolutionise is 6 to 1, sorry. Is a course and distance winner. It is £16 better than its best ever win rating. It is S. Williams as the trainer, Ross Ryan as the jockey. It is the top speed horse and the top course trainer. And every horse in that race has got form, have had at least a win. So everything could be graded. All the rest, there's at least 1 or 2 missing that I couldn't grade because they didn't have a win at all. So Revolutionise and 6:15 at Chelmsford is the only one tomorrow on the flat. There's nothing else in the other 2 meetings. So 3 meetings, 1 horse in the flat. Now on the national, there's more to go with because there's more races where they're not 3-year-olds, most of them aren't even 4-year-olds, they're older than that. And I've managed to get 3 on the national hunt. And the first one is in the Carlisle 122. It is Ambassador. It is a distance winner, 9 to 1. After 4 really good runs, the last 2 have been poor. Needs to get back to winning ways. 2 tips to go for it. It's a top speed horse. It's a pity, however, that the race isn't at Uttoxeter, because he's got a superb record at Uttoxeter. over hurdles, about 5 or 6 wins at Utox over hurdles, but it's not, it's a Carlisle. It's plus £22 above its best ever win rate, so that's good. And that is your second horse for tomorrow, Ambassador in the Carlisle 122. In the Carlisle 307, there's 6 horses again, and they've all been able to be graded. They've all had at least a win, and there's one standout horse present and counting. It is a distance winner. It's going to be round about 9 to 2, 5 to 1. It is McCain and Hughes. McCain is the top course trainer at Carlisle and in a lot of the North East meetings too. It is £25 below its best ever win rating, so it's definitely in with a very, very good chance tomorrow. I still can't get my head off today, I do apologise. And then your last one tomorrow is in the Foslas 422, where they've all got form, they've all had at least a win, so I could grade them all. And it is in the 422, Joe Della Barriere. Joe Della Barriere. It is unexposed as a steer. It's Evan Williams. Now, I do like Evan Williams, and he does quite well with outsider sort of horses. It's about 9 to 1, 10 to 1. It won in May, and it was an extremely good run at Plumpton. And it's on the same mark as when it won back in May. It's £11 above its best ever win rating. And that is your 4 horses for tomorrow. I can only apologise for today. Very, very disappointing. I really did fancy Yazaman, and somebody's actually asked me again never to tip it again, and I've said I won't. Halifon, I quite like the look of as well today. No, didn't do anything. Hierarchy, I expected that to win today, but I also looked at Lip Sync, and I went against Lip Sync. I just didn't think with the price it was, it had a chance. And it went and won at 22 to 1. That's just my look at the minute. Now look, I totally understand if people want to give my horses a miss right now, not back anything I'm suggesting. And I'd understand that totally, and I'd understand if anybody wants to leave and move elsewhere. That's fine too. I totally get that as well. However, you just know what would happen, don't you? If you don't back them tomorrow, you can guarantee we'll get 2 or 3 winners. That's just how horse racing goes. When he looks out and you think, oh, I won't bother with him today, and then you go and get, and then I go and get a couple of winners. So it's up to you. Like I say, it's always been your bet, your money, your choice, and it is that. It's exactly that. I said October was tough. I didn't think it was going to be as tough as this. This week and the weekend that's just gone it's been really poor. Apart from a couple of winners, that's all we've had in a couple of places. Other than that, last week was okay with those 2 winners and 6 places, but since then it's been downhill ever since. Got to try to get back on the track tomorrow. So any races now where they haven't had at least a winner, I'm just leaving. I'm not touching them. I just move on to the next race. Fortunately, out of the 5 meets tomorrow, I found 4 races that I could actually fully grade every horse, so I could compare them against each other. And it's been quite an eye-opener, to be honest. And I think that's probably going to be how I'll move forward with this grading system, because if I pulled out my last 2 or 3 books now, which would take me last 2 or 3 months, and I took out all the races where they hadn't had a winner, we could have probably knocked 40 to 60 or 70 horses on the head at least, and we'd have probably added some that I maybe didn't back. So unless now a race has got every horse has had at least a win, then I'm not touching. Now that means some days I might not get any horses at all. If that's the case, then I'll still do a video and say I haven't got anything. So apologies for today. Let's hope we do better tomorrow. 4 horses. I like the look of them, but I like the look of today's as well, and they did nothing. So it is what it is. Thank you for watching the Horse Racing Enthusiast on Teesside Ste&Dee. Good night, God bless.